Greetings and welcome, my fellow Wolfpack. Today on the Gamers Den and May Lounge Edition. Today, this week, well, for starters, I got some new frames, so it'll help with the channel a little bit. There's a reason for that. They got some blue light in them, so now I'll be able to, you know, it'll help a little bit for me. Second, couple announcements. Me and Leo are gonna be going to Concord this um this Sunday, so we're gonna try and do a video that day. Um, I'm gonna try and showcase the con a little bit. If they'll let us, you know, if you don't see a video that day, it'll be after we come back from the con. So keep an eye out this Sunday for a brand new video. It'll be a little bit later on in the day, but we're gonna try. We'll try for a new video, okay? Um, but if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail and the blurb at the bottom, ooh, excuse me, Bojangles is coming back up. Ooh. Um, we are going to be looking at my favorite Pokemon regions. Now, keep in mind, mine is different than everybody else's, of course. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up. So, and we're going to go through all 8 regions, and we're only going to include the games that I've played in those regions, as well as we're going to tie in the manga. And I've only done the first volume and maybe bits and pieces here and there of other regions, as well as the anime and everything. So, and then next week we'll do our usual stuff for the month. But right out the gate, number 8 is Gen 6, the Kalos region. Now, there's a reason it's my least favorite. When they introduced the fairy types for X and Y, threw off my entire rhythm. I didn't have too much problems with Dark and Steel types being introduced during Gen 2. I took to that like a duck to water. Fairy took me a little bit longer. It took me about 2-3 years to get used to it. Now I'm not as mad about it, but most of it was pretty, you know, didn't really care for it. I do like X and Y. Don't get me wrong. I like the series. I love Clement and his little sister. Don't really like Serena as far as a love interest. As a character, she's awesome, but I really don't ship that. I don't ship that. I ship Ash and Misty. Maybe Ash and May. But that's about it. I haven't read any of the manga for Gen 6 for X and Y. But I do love Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. So it kinda gives it a few extra points, but it's still for the fairy type alone and everything, that's what kind of brings it down a peg to that. There's a couple of spin-off games here and there, I think. Nothing to write home about either for that, so that's why it's got the smallest amount of, second smallest, I think, actually. Not a lot of favorites here. They give us Mega Evolution, which is cool, until you realize they gave it to Charizard twice. What? This thing wasn't already loved enough and too overhyped. Mewtwo is cool though. Mewtwo is cool. I hate that I didn't give it to Mew. Kind of hate that. But what can you do? Next, the seventh favorite region is probably Galar. We haven't really spent enough in Gen 8. Um, as far as that goes, there are a couple cool Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't seen any of the anime. Don't have read any of the manga. Um, I do like it. Don't get me wrong, it's a really cool game. I love being able to play it on there. But wait for the new Diamond and Pearl remakes, and we're gonna wait for Legend of Arceus. Um, Pokemon Home is pretty cool. I just hate that I can't use all my Pokemon, so that's why it's brung down quite a bit. That right there brung it down a lot. The Mystery Dungeon brings it up a peg over Gen 6. Mystery Dungeon alone was enough to bring it up above it. But that being said, haven't watched enough of the anime. Never read any of the manga. I do like the anime intro though. So, super cool. Number 6. My sixth favorite region. We're getting closer now. Um, Probably Gen 2. No, let's put Gen 4 here. Gen 4 would be number 6. Mostly because I'll give you one name. Cynthia. But the reason why it's number 6 and not lower is Heart Gold and Soul Silver. More specifically, just Heart Gold, because that's the one I played to begin with. I love this game. It's one of my favorites of all time. And I can kind of beat the Center region now. It's hard, tough as nails, but that's because Diamond and Pearl didn't have as many Pokemon. Platinum has a little bit more. It's a little harder with the extra stuff added to it, but it's fine. There's a new bigger Pokemon pool, so it's fine. The anime, I do love Dawn, but there's just not enough good Pokemon. There's Lopunny and Lucario, of course. I do like Palkia and Dialga. And Darkrai's pretty cool, but they're all legendary. As far as the common Pokemon, I really like Lopunny, of course. Baneri and Lopunny are really cute Pokemon. But there's not a lot of good ones that I like. You know, don't get me wrong, there are some good ones. Don't get me wrong, but there's not enough in my opinion. I haven't read any of the manga for that one. I don't think. No, I don't think I have. So I can't really go for that. I did just today pick up the 4 movies, so I'll be able to go a little bit more in depth with those. So that's kind of cool. Um, but other than that, not much. Next, now this is number 5 is Gen 2 because mostly it boils down to the fact that well, yes, it's cool. I love Gold. I love Silver. I love Crystal. They're really good games. But it's just not got enough for me, in my opinion. You know, it's a little. It's not as bad, not by a long shot. That's why it's number 4, or number 5. I've lost count. But I know Gen 2 is above. I think it's number 4. I think we're at number 4. Oh, hold on. 6, 8, 4, 2. Yeah. If you can't tell, the evens are kind of my least favorites. But there's a reason behind that. Gen 2 also has some of my least favorite Pokemon. I really don't like the Chikorita line. I like Chikorita, I just don't like Bayleef and Meganium. I love Totodile, not a big fan of Crocodile. I like Feraligatr though. Feraligatr's awesome. It's an awesome Pokemon. And I like Typhlosion. I just Quilladin and Cyndaquil are like, Legendaries are okay, and I do like Raikou. I just don't like the fact that Suicune got so much. Raikou got nothing. Maybe a little spot in the anime intros only. But I can't deny that it has an impact, and it did bring me Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes. So I'm cool with that. But as far as like what it brought to the table, it brought a lot. And I watched a lot of the anime too. And they brought back Misty. They didn't bring in any kind of new character with that. Which is kind of cool, but it was also supposed to be the end of it, so they were kind of like it was wrapping up a bit, you know. But I don't know. It's just something about it. Just like it's not my least favorite, but it's not my most favorite either. Now a lot of people might be mad at this one, but Gen 1 comes next. Now I know more of not most people put it at number 1 or number 2 as their favorites, but Gen 1, don't get me wrong, I love it. I love these original games. That's why it's number 4. But Gens 1 and 2 are in the middle because I can't really find anything to hate about them, but I can't really find anything good either. It's like a delicate balance. Plus, Gen 1 is broken as hell, so there's that. Now, I watched a lot of the anime, the first movie. That's why it's a little higher up on the list than most of them. But the only reason Gen 1's so low is because a lot of the Pokemon here are overhyped. Charizard, Gengar, Mewtwo. Don't get me wrong, I love these Pokemon. They're cool. but they're overhyped as hell. It doesn't need it. Doesn't need that kind of hype. But I do like some of the other Pokemon like Snorlax, Pikachu, of course. You can't hate on Pikachu. You can't hate on him. And Gen 1 has had the most cultural impact. Why don't you think they keep remaking it? But these next three, my top three are gonna make people mad. I know they are. Because right out the gate, number Gen 7 is above Gen 1 too for me. Why? Because one reason and one reason only. It introduced my all-time favorite Pokemon, Midnight Lycanroc. The closest we are going to get to a werewolf Pokemon. Plus, I do like the legendaries. I do like the story with it. It's a little long, way too dialogue heavy. Jesus, take a back step. I do like some of the other Pokemon that were introduced in these games, like the starters are really cool. I love Incineroar. I love I do like the Decidueye, I just don't use him. But I do, since I picked the fire type, I do get to see him pretty early on. The water type, Popplio, I do like Primarina. It's a cute Pokemon, but I'm not really gonna pick it. You know, not very often I'm gonna pick that. Um, Other than that, some of the common Pokemon are. I do like the Yungoos line. It is cute, and I do like a lot of the Alolan forms as well. I like those. But after, besides that, I haven't watched much, if any, of the anime or manga with this one. But I do like some of the tie-in stuff with this. It was like sunny, it's awesome, having fun. It was a little more relaxed of a version of most of the games. But I know there's only like 2 slots left, and you're probably not going to like what I put as my number 1 slot. Because number 2 is Gen 5. Now, Gen 5 is here for a reason. Gen 5 had some of the best games in the series, bar none. Not the best, but very close to it. Black and White and Black and White 2 are some of my favorite games growing up. I actually got Black and White around the same time. I think I got White 2 first, or was it Black 2? No, I think it was White 2 first. And I got Black 2 as well later on down the line. Added to my set, and it had some of my favorite and some pretty cool Pokemon. Yeah, they were reskins, but I like these a little bit better than some of the other ones. Sawk and Throw are pretty cool. Not my favorite fighting types, but I do like them. Tepig's line. I love Tepig's line. I hate Oshawott line. I like Oshawott in the anime. Oshawott in the anime is funny. And while I don't like Iris, I do like Chillin. Come on, guys. Quit hating on him. He's awesome. And I haven't watched any of the movies, though. I have watched quite a bit of the anime at the time. I think I got one of the manga. Like a thin little piece of manga. But that's about it. Now, you can probably see where this is going, but Gen 3 is my all-time favorite. Because while Gen 1 was the first thing that got introduced into Pokemon, of course, like most people did, Gen 3 is when I really got, like, fully invested into it. Because Sapphire, I played Sapphire, and Sapphire is my favorite Pokemon game. I remember playing through it as a kid. And the card and the anime, it's got one of my favorite theme songs. The movies connected to it are pretty good. Like Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, that's a good one. I love Max and I love May. Um, Grovyle is an awesome Pokemon for Ash. Get off it. I love that. Corphish is funny. Torkoal is probably like the dirtiest one of his crew. But it's probably it's my favorite generation because it also introduced the Mystery Dungeon and the Ranger games. I don't really care for the Ranger games, but they're alright. the Mystery Dungeons that I really fell in love with. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team was my first Mystery Dungeon game. Game Boy Advance. It was really good. Oh my god. And the Mystery Dungeon games, I fell in love with them. Now, when Gen 1 and Gen 2 introduced most of what we know as Pokemon, Gen 3 got so much hate because there was too much water. What? Just because there was so much water doesn't mean anything. There was still tons of other Pokemon. Tons of awesome ghost types. Fire types. Another stuff. Mom. But, well, you're supposed to do it yesterday, dude.
No, I was supposed to do it today, dude.
That's not what she told me. But yeah, guys, Gen 3, I know y'all are going to be a little upset that I didn't put like Gen 2 or Gen 4 up there, but it's Gen 3 is my favorite because it introduced quite a few good Pokemon, like Blaziken, and let's face it, I love that one. That one alone is enough for it. But they also introduced like characters like the Zigzagoon line. They're derpy and funny. I love them. My first branching evolution, Wurmple. I love going after a Wurmple. It's a little tedious trying to get a Silph and a Cascoon, but just knowing which one's gonna get which and getting that one that I don't have, awesome. Um, Gen 3 also introduced, let's see, Electric and Manectric. Awesome electric types. Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza. These are awesome legendaries. These are really good box art legendaries. Um, Fire Red and Leaf Green spin-offs. Awesome spin-offs. The Mystery Dungeon game started in Gen 3 with Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. I love these games. I love all the Mystery Dungeon games for the most part. Half the time they're better than the actual core games, in my opinion. Even the new one. Even though it's a remake, you know. Well, I don't care. I don't care. I'll say it all day long. Besides that, Gen 3 also introduced probably one of my favorite intros. Advanced Battle. That is my jam. All day long. I love Advanced Battle. Don't get me wrong, I like the original, I like Journey, like the first one of the Johto League. They're iconic, but this one is what I think is the main theme of the series with the battling aspect. The original is a classic. First one of Gen 2, that one's for the anime a bit. But what do you think of when you think Pokemon? You think Pokemon battles. You don't think Pokemon contests. You don't think Pokemon journeying. You think of taking your pocket monsters and laying a smackdown on your opponent. And then there's the movies, some of the tie-in movies. I remember Lucario Mystery of Mew is one of my favorites, of course. And, well, let's face it, guys, I'm going to be watching some of the other ones, of course, you know, at some point. But Gen 3 just introduced some of my favorite characters, some of my favorite storylines. It's just, Gen 3 was just awesome, and it's what I grew up with. And I love coming back to Hoenn. If I were to live in a Pokemon world, if I got bored in Kanto, I'd settle down in Hoenn after doing what I wanted to do. That's where you'd find me. That's where I'd always come back, would be Hoenn. But with that being said, guys, go down in the comments down below and tell me what your favorite region is. What's your favorite Pokemon? Whatever. Most of this year, since it's Pokemon's 25th anniversary, there's going to be a lot of Anime Lounge focusing on Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, I did get other anime aspects. Like, I did break and got this, so I'll be watching that at some point. The movie, the tie-in movie is in on HBO Max, so I'll be watching that. Tomorrow you'll be seeing our second Outlast video. Yeah. Friday I'll be doing gameplay, and this Saturday I'll be doing. I did get it fixed. We are going to do our reaction to Pac-Man World 2. We take two on that. this Sunday we're gonna try and show you the new convention. It's gonna be in Concord. I'm gonna show you that convention, showcase a little bit there. We're also gonna go to the mall, and we'll show you another video. There's gonna be two videos that day. There's gonna be one showing you the place and everything, and there's gonna be another one later on. Or there may just be one, depending on if they let us film there or not, and all. If we do, hey, cool, groovy. But if not, what can you do? With that being said, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe for future videos, ring the bell for notifications on those future videos. It does help. Go down in the comments down below and let me know what you think of my list. If you think you're changing things, that's the glorious part of our channel. It's opinions. That's all. With that being said, guys, I've been Canis Lupus. This has been the Gamers In. Y'all been awesome, awesome people. Each and every one of you. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Keep helping us grow a little bit stronger every day. Bye.